Let's go through this novel, Mrs. Dalloway, written by Virginia Woolf. Published in 1925. Mrs. Dalloway is a modernist novel written by Virginia Woolf, one of the most famous English writers of the 20th century. It tells one single day in the life of a woman named Clarissa Dalloway in London after World War I. But the story is not only about what happens that day, it's also about what's happening inside people's minds, their thoughts, memories, feelings, and regrets. This writing style is called stream of consciousness, which means the author shows the natural flow of thoughts just like how our mind keeps thinking one thing after another. Main character, Clarissa Dalloway. Clarissa is a high society lady in London. She is married to Richard Dalloway, a member of parliament, a government official. She is busy preparing for a party she will host in the evening. But even while doing small things, like buying flowers or greeting friends, she keeps thinking deeply about her past and life choices. Setting, one day in London. The entire story happens in one single day, morning to night. As Clarissa gets ready for her party, we move in and out of her mind and also into the minds of other people in London. This gives us a picture of post-war British society, full of rich and poor, sane and mentally disturbed, young and old, all living together in the same city but feeling lonely in their own ways. Summary. Morning, buying flowers. Clarissa goes out to buy flowers for her party. As she walks through London, she enjoys the sights and sounds, the air, the traffic, the people. But she also thinks about her youth, her friend Sally Seton, and her old admirer Peter Walsh. She wonders, did I make the right choices in life? Flashbacks to the past. While preparing for the party, Clarissa remembers her younger days at Burton. She had two close friends. Sally Seton, a free-spirited girl whom Clarissa admired deeply. Peter Walsh, a man who loved Clarissa and wanted to marry her. But Clarissa refused Peter's proposal and married Richard instead, choosing safety and respectability over adventure and passion. Now, many years later, she wonders if she made a mistake. Septimus Warren Smith's story parallel storyline. At the same time, in another part of London, a young war veteran, Septimus Warren Smith, is suffering from shell-shock post-war trauma. He keeps hearing voices and feels guilty about his friend Evans, who died in the war. His wife Lucrezia tries to help him, but doctors ignore his suffering. Septimus represents the darker side of the human mind, fear, trauma, and hopelessness that people hide under the surface of normal life. Afternoon, Clarissa's reflections. Clarissa meets Peter Walsh again after many years. Peter still loves her, but he is also critical of her social life. Their meeting brings back old emotions, love, regret, confusion. Peter realizes Clarissa has changed, but she still has that inner charm. Evening, Septimus's death. As Clarissa's party is about to begin, Septimus commits suicide by jumping out of a window. Even though Clarissa and Septimus never meet, his death affects her deeply. When she hears about it at the party, she feels a strange connection, as if his act of defiance has shown her something about life and death. The party. At last, Clarissa's big party begins. All the important guests come, including the Prime Minister. Everyone admires Clarissa's grace and hospitality, but she herself feels lonely even in the crowd. When she hears of Septimus's death, she steps aside and thinks about the meaning of life, how fragile and precious it is. She realizes that every person hides pain behind a smile, and she feels sympathy for Septimus's act of courage. The story ends with Clarissa coming back to her guests, appearing calm and bright, but now with a new awareness of life and death. Conclusion message. Virginia Woolf teaches us that life is a mixture of beauty and pain, joy and death. Even in ordinary moments, people fight silent battles inside their minds. Through Clarissa and Septimus, Woolf shows that every life, rich or poor, happy or broken, has depth and meaning. Thank you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel.